Well, hello everyone, and welcome to Decorating with Barbara. In today's video, I'm going to share how to take some of your fall decor and take it to the next level. Okay guys, so for this project, I'm going to make over this pumpkin, and this pumpkin here is my inspiration. And so what I'm going to do is take this pumpkin and spray paint it like I did with this one here. And I used the color Warm Caramel by Rust-Oleum. I think I got this from Target. And I'm going to come back with a textured paint combination. And hopefully I'll get something that resembles this pumpkin. Okay everyone, so the pumpkins have been painted and I used the Warm Caramel by Rust-Oleum. I'm just going to pour paint in this bowl and just pour in a little bit of baking soda until I get the texture that I desire. Okay, so I brought the pumpkin in so I can use it as an example. So I'm just going to go ahead and apply it. But I think the key is to try to get it on thick. And especially when I come back with a water bottle, it'll thin out in some areas. Some areas will be thick and some areas will be thin. Alright guys, so this is pretty much what it's looking like. I couldn't find my spray bottle, so I took it to the kitchen sink and just sprayed the sprayer on it. And this is how it turned out. I'm just going to take it outside on the deck and let it dry. Alright guys, so I have a couple of pumpkins here and I want to give them a little bit of an upgrade with some feathers. This one I picked up from Home Goods and it already had the feathers on it, and so I thought that was really pretty. I do want to paint the stem gold, but I thought maybe I would try adding feathers to these plain ones. Okay guys, so while the painted pumpkins are drying, I'm going to go ahead and work with the pumpkins and the feathers. And so I did pick up a few more feathers from Hobby Lobby in this black and kind of black and white color, and then these with a little bit of a golden bronze color. So basically all I did with the feathers is to slightly lift up the stem and just slide the feather underneath. I didn't use any glue or anything. You can use glue, but I didn't want to run the risk of getting glue on the pumpkin and then having to deal with getting it off. So if this holds, this will work for me. But if you choose to do this project and you want to use glue, go right ahead. Okay guys, so I have the Dollar Tree leaf stems and they're not looking their best. I think they can look a lot better if they would stand out flat in their natural form, but the way that they were probably packaged, many of them are creased and they're just not as nice looking as they can be. And so what I'm going to do is attempt to iron them out to see if I can get a better look on these leaves, a little more high-end look. So I'm going to use a very cool iron And yeah, I'm just gonna see how that works out. So I'm going to take a cloth and just place over the leaf. Now I know that there's probably plastic within the leaf, so that's why I'm using a cool iron and a cloth. Okay guys, so this is the Dollar Tree version once it's been ironed, and then this is the before without any ironing, and it literally looks like you just pulled it out of a box. So if you choose to buy the Dollar Tree flowers or leaves and you want a little bit more of an upscale look, I would press them out and then just separate them a little bit to give them more of a high-end look, and then place them in whatever vase that you desire. All right everyone, so this is how my DIY pumpkins and stems turned out. Now, before I share with you how I styled some of them, let me talk a little bit about some of the details. Now, you guys remember I just placed the feathers up under the stem and they held up pretty well, so I didn't need to use any glue. And then I painted the stem gold, and I think they turned out beautiful. And the same for these smaller pumpkins, I did the same thing. And yeah, I think they turned out nice. This pumpkin has like a taupe color, and then these other ones are brown. And then of course the ivory, and they all are velvet. And I think the feathers just give a nice updated look to the velvet. So my next pumpkins were these smaller ones that I DIY'd, and then this larger pumpkin was my inspiration. And you guys saw where I used the baking soda and paint, and I just took a brush and just kind of dabbed it on, kind of thick in some places, and making sure not to leave any brush strokes. And if I did have brush strokes, I would just kind of soften them out, but that's why I used the paint very thick, and then I just kind of dabbed it on. And so I took a spray bottle and just tried to spritz some of the paint to get it to roll off the pumpkin, and it worked a little bit, but I thought it would work a little better because the paint was kind of thick, to just take it to the sink and just take the sprayer and just spritz it with the sprayer from the sink. And so that's where you get all the little spots, maybe look like water spots or whatever, but I think they turned out so pretty. Now, the piece that I was really excited about showing you guys were the leaves from the Dollar Tree. Once I ironed the leaves, I took them off these little stems, each individual leaf. This has a little cap on it right here, and you just remove that cap and you can take each leaf off, and then I just replaced it on one of the outdoor branches. And I think they turned out so nice. So let's go ahead and see how some of these look styled up.
It's not my fault. You've been lying, saying that I took away your peace. Drowning by yourself, now you wanna blame me. Like you have no options. I ain't take your options. Now I'm not the problem, man, that's on you, yeah. You've been terrorizing me, yeah, I'm always wrong. I knew you lost your mind when you dropped that bomb. Girl, are you crazy? Yeah, you must be crazy.